Today, why I'm doing this video, special day in my history, really. It was this exact day, March the 3rd, 2014, when it was the birth of the Kilted Goth. And I thought I'd just have a look at that. Pretty short one, quick look at that, a little bit of look at history, and I'll put a couple of pictures up. But yeah, 2014 March, that'd be the time when I decided to go from what I was to what I am now. So we look back at that time. Yeah, I was still goth, but generally wore black, lots of black all the time, to the extent some woman asked me one day if I was a priest. I've mentioned before, which is a bit strange with all the other bits I had on with it, but maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, so I generally wore black all the time, and bits to adorn it and such. And at that time I had the name Draven Raven. I used that for wherever I was. An online name, really. But in reality, here, I found out eventually by things people say every now and then, going to the places I normally went to in town, blah de blah, I'd find that people would say, oh, I was talking to somebody the other day and they said, you seen the man in black? I haven't seen him for a while. Go somewhere else. Blah de blah, the man in black. So I sort of, to the general public, became the man in black. And if I weren't seen around for a while, it'd be, where's the man in black? So yeah, that's what I was at that time, man in black. And I might as well show you a couple of pictures now. Well, that was the man in black. And how it all came about was the fact that I've still got this online friend who's a goth, USA, and I always, so every now and then I would see his profile picture, and his profile picture always, he had a leather sort of jacket and a kilt on, knee-high boots. I think he was a bit sort of biker goth. But anyway, I used to look at that and just think, that's what I'm going to bloody do that. I like that look. That's what I'm going to do. And I decided, yeah, that's what I shall do. And so I bought my first kilt, which you'll see in the pictures coming up, and it was a black utility kilt, which if you looked up goths and kilts, you'd come across a lot of utility kilts. Anyway, so I ordered one and it came. And then came the day that was my first day ever. Yeah, March the 3rd, 2014, black utility kilt, and I put it on first day going out. Probably one of the worst days of my life. Not that anybody caused any problem over it or anything, but it was all mental up here. I sort of went out. This was not a kilt, this was a skirt. And I just felt myself all the time. Everybody is looking at me. Why has that bloke got a skirt on? So I quickly overcame that. I believe I overcame it in one trip out, probably within the second trip out. But yeah, that was a daunting time. So anybody that sort of fancies wearing a kilt, that is, if you're ever going to have a bad time, that's the worst one. The first day actually walking out in public. Then you realise that there might be one or two that think that, but they don't really say it to you. You get the odd. I've had the odd bloke now and then that thinks they're a smart arse and go, yeah, I like your skirt. I just think, you ignorant bugger. You're from this country, if you don't know a freaking kilt from a skirt, you're more freaking ignorant than I am. Anyway, so yeah, that's the worst I get. I don't get other stuff from anybody. So yeah, that was probably my worst day of it all. After that, it was all uphill. One or two things that happened along the way. Well, this one thing, and I've mentioned this before. Actually, I wear the demonia boots, and my first pair, the zip went. So I thought, oh crap, my boots are gone. I'd never wore small boots or anything with a kilt, so I thought, bloody hell, I'm going to have to wear long Scottish black socks and boots with it, which actually looked alright. But I had to sort of go out in it. And for one day I thought, bugger that. And I sort of reverted back and I had a long black coat on. I had a black shirt, black jeans, black shoes of some sort. And I went to town and I kept getting strangers come up to me which I didn't know who the hell they were. They're just walking towards me going, where's all your stuff? Where's all your gear? I said, well, just for a few days, you know, whatever. No, get your flipping gear back on. That's not you, get your flipping gear back on. And this was people of different age groups. So, one, it made you realise that people did notice you, which was obvious, but where you probably feel that there's a lot of animosity in what people look, feel, see, saying in the mind, there was far from it. I wasn't changing, but when people thought I were, it was, oh, no, get your flipping gear back on, get all that goth stuff on. And I've talked about that in the past, that you can be a stereotype goth and you can walk around and you can look at that stereotype goth look on your face and act the stereotype goth. But it's no good going home and saying, you know, I'm bloody sick of going out and people bloody calling me names and saying things and all this, that and the other. You can't stop all that, I suppose, but if you don't do that, if you smile, if people look like they want to talk to them, whatever, you're in the world, you've got to interact with people, and if you do that, people realise that you're not some sort of freaky person from another bloody planet, that actually quite flipping nice. Anyway, that was probably the strangest thing, really. So yeah, that, and lots of people over the time, men that have stopped me and talked to me and say, "Oh man, I wish I had the flipping guts to wear a kilt and everything," or I just wish I had the guts to dress that way. So do it. And it shows you again that there's people out there that have got this within them, whether it's goth or whether they're an older hippie, whether it's metal or whatever it is, they're out there and that's still in them. If you went back and you had a good talk to them, you went back in history, you'd probably find that's what they grew up with. Then they went off on to other things, and now they're thinking, "Oh, I just wish I had the bloody guts to do it again." And it's sad because some people just haven't got that thing to put one foot over the doorstep. Apart from that, you come across lots of younger ones that saying the same thing. They just need that bit of reassurance that, yeah, whatever you are, do it. Don't be afraid of it, do it. So I come across a lot of that. I've come across one or two that have gone and done it. Not the only bloody goth in a kilt around here now. You see him, got a kilt on. Anyway, here's a couple of pictures of now. See the difference between then and now. So yeah, that's the transformation, really. The future, will I go back to sort of wearing, well, will I go back to being normal? There's no bloody chance of that. Will I go back to being the man in black? You can never say never, but I'm pretty flipping sure that it won't happen. One little story to maybe prove it. It was the same time of wearing the black jeans and everything to go to town. Put them on, looked in the mirror, and I thought, oh my bloody... I'd only wore the kilt for a short period of time before the flipping boots went. But I looked in the mirror and I thought, no, I could see legs. Legs in jeans. There was not a kilt, there was legs in jeans, and it didn't look right. And when I looked at it, I thought, actually, in the jeans, it's not as masculine as it is in the kilt, which some people will probably understand the theory behind that. So yeah, would I go back to being the man in black? I don't think so. I think I am the Kilted Goth.